according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
This week, the second grade class will be presenting chapel on the topic of camouflage. We have been studying camouflage in the reading unit, Look Again, in our Imagine It reading books. We have learned that camouflage is a disguise that makes something look the same as the area around it. Today we will act out the first story that we read in this unit, titled Animal Camouflage, by Janet Donald. This story explains that camouflage serves different purposes for different animals. Its main purpose is to hide and protect, but some animals use camouflage to protect them from hunters. You will learn that some animals use colors to hide, while others use patterns such as spots or stripes to blend into their surroundings. Still, others use mimicry, that is, they pretend to be something else. We hope you enjoy our reenactment of the story, Animal Camouflage. Let's see if you can guess which wild animals we are and if you can see us in our disguises.
What is camouflage? Have you ever played hide and seek outside? Sometimes it is hard to find a good place to hide. But what if you could paint yourself brown and green like the ground?
Or put on a costume that makes you look like a tree, or lie down and cover yourself with leaves. All of these tricks would make you much harder to find.
What is camouflage? Some animals use tricks to hide themselves. Using colors and patterns to hide is called camouflage. Camouflage makes things very hard to find, even when they are out in the open.
Animals, fish, reptiles, and even people use camouflage for hiding. When something looks like the objects around it, it is much harder to see. That is what camouflage is all about.
Why do animals need camouflage? There are many reasons why animals hide. They often hide from their enemies. Some animals move around at night and sleep during the day. They need to stay hidden while they sleep.
Other animals hide so that they can be better hunters. Camouflage helps them sneak up on their dinner.
How do animals use camouflage? Animals use camouflage in many different ways. Some use it to blend in with the objects around them. These objects are called surroundings. The polar bear's white coat blends in with its surroundings. The white snow. This color hides the bear when it is hunting for seals.
The black bear's dark coat helps it hide in dark trees and bushes.
But what happens if an animal's surroundings are more than one color? Some animals have camouflage with more than one color too.
Some fish have dark backs and white bellies. When a hungry bird looks into the dark water, the fish's dark back is hard to see. But to an enemy deeper in the water, the fish's white belly blends in with the bright sky.
Why do animals have changed color? Sometimes an animal's surroundings change. Then the animal has to change color too. That is the only way it can stay hidden. Some animals change color to match the season. The snowshoe rabbit changes color very slowly in the spring and fall. In the winter, the snowshoe rabbit's fur is white like the snow. As the snow melts in the spring, the rabbit wears patches of brown fur. It looks just like patches of brown in the mountains.
Then summer comes, and the ground is brown. The rabbit's fur grows brown to match. When fall comes, the rabbit starts to turn white again.
Do all animals use color to hide? Some animals use designs or patterns instead of changing colors. Blending into a pattern is a good way to hide. When an animal's body looks just like the surroundings, it is very hard to find. Another animal that uses patterns to hide is the bittern. This bird lives in marshes with tall grass. The stripes on its feathers look just like shadows in the grass.
When the bittern is in danger, it makes itself even harder to find. It points its beak straight up and sways its body in the breeze. The bittern looks just like the blowing breeze.
What is mimicry? Some animals have a shape or color that looks like something else. This type of camouflage is called mimicry. Animals that use mimicry are good pretenders. The walking stick is one insect that uses mimicry. Its long, thin, bumpy body looks just like a small branch.
Walking sticks can even change color too. Color with the seasons. In the spring, the trees, branches, and leaves are green. The walking stick is green too. When the branches and leaves turn brown, the walking stick turns brown to match.
Some animals use other kinds of mimicry to pull their enemies. Some moths have large spots on their wings. The spots are just like eyes.
When the moth is resting, its front wings cover the spots. But when the moth senses danger, it lifts its front wings and shows the spots. If an enemy is afraid of the big eyes, it will leave the moth alone.
Some animals even make their own costumes for camouflage. The masked crab uses seaweed to make a costume.
crab uses its claws to tear the seaweed into pieces. Then it puts each piece in its mouth and chews it until it is soft. The crab sticks the pieces of